third grade teachers. My name is Catherine, and today we're going to be talking about map analysis. So in this video, I hope that you will, by the end of it, understand the importance of map analysis, learn some tools and techniques for teaching students to examine and analyze maps, and then get a chance to explore some sample lessons from the third grade Passport curriculum that really foster map analysis skills within the context of one of the units. So let's dive right in, shall we? So prior to third grade, students are building map skills each year. And this is some of the skills that they'll gain from kindergarten up to second grade at a glance. So they begin by identifying familiar community places on a map. They start using directional language like up and down. By first grade, students are beginning to use cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. They're looking again at communities, but now they're looking at community maps. You might explore a classroom map, and you start to have children use symbols and a legend to represent different objects. By second grade, it gets a little more complex, right? So it's building up. You start to locate communities on a map, create maps that represent the school or community, explore how humans interact with the environment, how they modify it, and second graders begin using a compass rose and legends on maps. So by the time they get to you, in third grade, they have all those skills under their belt, and now the expectations are that third graders can identify a variety of map types, that they can use a variety of structural features on a map, that they can locate not just their community and New York, but now they can locate world communities and describe their relative location, and that they can use principal parallels and meridians, and that they can identify continents and oceans. So they're going to know the equator, they're going to know the Tropic of Cancer. All of these things are coming up in third grade. So why is it important for third graders to analyze maps? Well, it helps, one, build on those previous skills, right? It's a continuum. Two, maps can give you facts about a place or a community at a glance. And not only that, but being able to read informational graphics can help students to see a lot of information in a visual form. Maps show what the past was like. It's really, kind of a time traveling tool when you think about it. And maps can act as evidence for supporting or contradicting or interpreting and really just in general, thinking critically about different sources of information. So you might look at a map to think, how do geographic features influence settlement and lifestyle of a particular community? How has a community adapted to their environment? How have they modified it? And what kind of role do you see different geographic features playing in transportation and communication across the globe? So here are some tricks and tools to help get students to analyze maps. One thing you can do is you can model and think aloud as you're exploring a map. Another thing you can do is use the See, Think, Wonder routine. This is one of my favorite routines in the world to really get kids thinking about what they're observing. Similarly, you can use the I used to think, now I think routine, which really helps kids challenge what they thought previously. You can incorporate gameplay. You can have a gallery walk with maps. And lastly, you can ask questions. I'm going to share with you some questions that help students analyze maps. So, is the map handwritten or printed? What dates, if any, are on the map? Are there any special notations on the map? What are they? What's the name of the map maker? Who is it? What's the purpose? What do the symbols and colors stand for? How does the map scale work? Why was the map drawn or created? Does the information on this map support or contradict information that you've read about a particular event? And are there any unanswered questions about this map? So you can kind of pick and choose what questions make sense for a specific lesson, but this is just kind of, an outline, a guide. I want to show you some of the fantastic third grade passport lessons that really highlight map analysis skills and ask kids to employ them. So we'll start in Nigeria, in the case study of Nigeria. And this is one of the earlier lessons in that unit where children are looking at the geography of Nigeria and how it shapes communities. So they start off thinking about the features of Africa. You know, it's a common misconception that Africa is a continent. And children often think this. And then you introduce them to a series of maps, and these are different types of maps. We had political, we had physical, and that is a good opportunity to ask questions and analyze together. Here's a lesson from the China case study. And this uses the See, Think, Wonder routine to analyze a physiographic map. It also incorporates some review of latitude and longitude and how we can use lines of latitude and longitude to find locations and to identify places in the world. And then it has kids analyze the map and really think about the continent of China and its relative location to other countries and to some bodies of water. And using this analysis, kids are then asked to think where humans might have settled in China, and what about the geography, what about what they've seen on the map can give them a clue into where people might have settled. Again, children are then, after doing this together with you, they would then go and practice it independently. Here's a different type of map. This is from a lesson looking at Peru's natural resources. And so this is, again, another type of map that you can have children analyze to think critically. So they're going to be looking at physical regions in Peru and then trying to imagine what resources you could get. So I'm going to show you this map and the example in the modeling section of this lesson. They're going to think, okay, here's the coastal region of Peru. What kind of natural resources could the people of Peru find in this specific region? Then they go through that for the different physical regions. So altogether, I hope that you've seen map analysis is a really important skill that's built up throughout the grades, and that there are different routines and questioning techniques that can support map analysis. I hope by seeing those different sample lessons as well that you were able to see that students can analyze maps at different points throughout a unit and for different purposes. It's not just one and done. Well, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.